Hey guys, Eddie the Magic Monk here. Today we're going to use decimal numbers to multiply by powers of 10. So in order to do this lesson, you should understand from the previous lesson y is, for example, 5 times 2000 is equal to 10,000. If you don't understand how to do that quickly, then you should probably go back and do the previous tutorial. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in decimals. So for example, I'm going to now give you 3.5 times 10. And I want you to tell me what the answer is. Now, if you want to do this using the long way, which is by using the algorithm that we showed you a while ago, if we put in 3.5 times 10, okay, what happens is we have 0 times 5 is 0, 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 3 is 3. There's one number after the decimal point, so we put the decimal point in front of one digit, so the answer is 35. So that's doing it the long way. Now the shortcut is if you count how many zeros there are in the power of 10, so we have right now 1 0, then all you have to do is move the decimal point to the right one place. So then the decimal point is now here, which is 35. So let's try another one. Let's try 7.2 times 10. Now because there's only 1 0 in 10, you move the decimal point to the right one place. So the answer is 72. Okay, so let's try another one. 5.27 times 10. Now there's only 1 0 in 10, so you can move the decimal point to the right one place. So it'll now be equal to 52.7. Now notice that this will only work when you're multiplying by powers of 10. So you can't do 5.27 times, for example, 30. You can't just move the decimal point to the right one place and say it's 52.7. That's wrong. Okay, it only works when you're multiplying by powers of 10. If you want to multiply by 30, then you might as well do it the long way. Okay, so let me just cross all that out. So let's now multiply by a bigger power of 10. Let's try 5.7342 times 100. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the decimal point to the right twice because there are now 2 zeros. So you move it to the right once, twice, so it'll be 573.42. Okay, let's try another one. Let's try 22.5435 times 1,000. Now because there are 3 zeros, you move the decimal point to the right 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So the answer will be 22,543.5. Okay, now let's try dividing. So if you think of, for example, if I give you 5,000 divided by 10, what you would do is you would simply get rid of a 0 from your number, so you can just cross the 0 off and it'll be 500. Okay, now what if it's not a 0? What if it's 5,009 divided by 10? Then what you do, because you're dividing and the decimal point is here. Instead of getting rid of 9, what you would do is you move the decimal point to the left. If you guys remember, when we're multiplying, we move the decimal point to the right. If you're dividing, you move the decimal point to the left, so it'll be 500.9. Okay, so doing that same sort of principle, let's try 429.3 divided by 100. Okay, now because we're dividing, we move the decimal point to the left. So 1, 2, 2 twice, 2, because we have 2 zeros, so you move it to the left twice. So the answer is 5.293. Okay, I hope you guys understand a little bit about the shortcut for multiplying and dividing by powers of 10. So let's try 5 questions and see if you can do them. Okay, so try these out. You probably will run into a bit of trouble because we haven't really given you an example like these ones before. But have a go at it and come back to see the answer. So the first one is pretty straightforward because you're multiplying, you move the decimal point to the right. So 1, 2, 2 decimal places because there are 2 zeros. So the answer is 123. Now, we're multiplying by 1,000, so you would move the decimal point to the right 3 places. So you go 42.5, but we move to the right 1, 2, 3 places. Now, what about all the digits where there are no numbers there? Well, you put zeros in. Okay, so when there are no numbers there, you put a 0 in place of the empty spot, so then the answer is 42,500, and you put the decimal point here. Okay, and because there's nothing after that, you don't need the decimal point, so that's the answer. 355 divided by 100, so move the decimal point to the left 2 digits, so the answer is 3.55. Divided by 10,000, so we got to move it to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the decimal point is here. We got to put a 0 in place, so it'll be 0.035742. Okay, move the decimal point to the left 2 units, so 0.45, move to the left 1, 2, so the new decimal point is here. Put another 0 in place, so it'll be 0.0045. You can put another 0 in front because there's nothing there. Okay, so that's your answer. Hopefully you guys have some idea about how to do these. Ask me another question if you have trouble. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.